Okay. I hope I'm loud and clear as always. Hello. Hello. Okay, my audio is loud. It's loud! It's loud enough. Why am I doing it? Why am I doing it? Hello! Moinul Hassan. Welcome, brother. I just started. I just realized one thing, so maybe I'm gonna maintain that. Usually I stream for like 3 to 4 hours, 3 hours on average, but this time I decided that I'm gonna do it like maybe for an hour, or maybe hour and a half, because YouTube. I just analyzed and I realized that as a small creator, if you stream for like a lot of like more than 2 hours, your views gonna drop. You will never gonna reach anyone. And YouTube literally declared it that when you're a small creator, we limit your reach. Why? I don't know. What the hell is that? Sorry, mosquito. So YouTube literally told us that, so it makes sense. So why the hell am I? Door was open. So why should I put extra effort? Hello, welcome everyone. Should I make a This little mosquito is bugging me for a while, and I'm still unable to kill it. No repellent, nothing is able to kill that. So don't think I didn't use anything, I always do. But some mosquitoes are like Super Saiyans. I'm gonna kill it. Today or tomorrow I will kill it. Hello everyone. Sorry, I'm not busy, I'm just typing. Why is it so loud? Drop a like since you're here. I'm about to read some stories, but not now. I'm just waiting for some more people to join. I need people! I need people. Somebody said something. Okay, I don't understand. Definitely an Indian. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Hello. Uh, Shati Ahmed. Welcome. Whatever you're trying to say, brother, YouTube gonna block it, so careful with your words. Bad words are not allowed, especially when you're streaming, you know? So, if you wanna curse, just be smart about it. It's not like I'm getting offended or anything. You're welcome to say whatever the hell you want. I just want some engagement. Even if it's from the hate comments. But if you really show hate comment, be logical, you know? That's my only request. A lot of times, like, I'm not against, like, if you criticize me, if you have some opinions, I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all. Okay, let me just make a poll first, because I don't know if you can hear me loud or clear. Okay, let me just make it loud and... Am I loud and clear? Am I loud enough? No, sorry. Here's my audio. Okay. That's a fair question, because sometimes when I ask, am I loud and clear, it feels like I said something, and do you understand? That's what I'm asking. So yeah. That's much better. So, as I was saying, if you want to say something wrong, if you want to say something bad, you want to hate comment, be logical, you know? A lot of times, some people just randomly say something when they didn't even watch me, like they don't even know me, they were swiping and found me and decided to say that. Don't do that, because it doesn't affect anyone. If you have any opinion, like you should improve that, you should improve this, then I would understand. That's a different story, but what you guys do is very childish usually. It's not like I got a lot of hate comments, but last year's December was my very, like, it was a new experience where I got some hate comments. And to be honest, maybe at that point I was kind of triggered, but I probably enjoyed it. Till they were keep bugging me, you know? When you just cross the limit, it becomes too annoying. I don't want to get annoyed. If you wanna troll, you're welcome. You're welcome, because you don't have anything to do anyways. Like, that's something. This is something you always want to do. Is my audio okay? I got 3 likes already. I wonder who did it, because my stream didn't even reach anyone. I mean, I found it. I found it. I found the mosquito. Do you guys want to see? I mean... Hello, small kid. Boy. I'm gonna call you kid, of course. I was trying to kill a mosquito. It's bugging me for a while and I'm still unable to kill it. Nothing is working. For some reason it's still alive. Modern repellents and whatever you use, basically, they don't work. They don't kill them. They just make them hide. So just one mosquito though, just one. There were two. I probably killed the other one. So okay. So am I loud and clear? That was your vote probably. So I am loud. So how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. Spray water with a water bottle. I would, but because this is my desk, I have my computer, my light, you know, tech stuff. I don't wanna play with water here. But yeah, I think it will work. But I'm not gonna splash water around because it's gonna hurt my device. Of course I have my phone, my speakers. Not here. I will splash water. It doesn't affect much. Yeah, maybe not, but I don't want to take any risk. I will kill this idiot with my bare hands. I will. Hopefully before I finish the stream, I will kill it. Or I'll feel like a failure. It's just a mist. Oh, so you're telling me to like spray water, you know? Yeah, I can do that. I don't have a bottle like that to spray. Yeah, I can do that actually. Maybe later. It's just one mosquito, and I'm gonna feel like a cartoon character to chase it. I'm gonna kill it once it sits on my arm or anything, you know? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Somebody gonna say something stupid now? I get curious to read, you know? Oh, okay, it's you. Or hit with a sword or pillow. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. But it's just one mosquito. I really don't want to get bothered by one. I feel like a cartoon already. So, what were you doing, small kid? Hopefully you guys were not busy or anything. I don't want anyone to join when they're busy. Two votes. I got 2 votes. So I am loud. Of course I am. Of course I am. Okay, that's cool. You can definitely share whatever you have to share. I'll be glad to read. Today I decided to play some of my old story videos, you know? I'm gonna review my own videos, basically. Not videos, story. Audio way, of course. I learned how to talk with cats. Yeah, you told me that. With their accent. Do you really think when you meow at a cat, they really understands it, or they just, they just find you stupid? Because I've been on a petting streak. Oh, really? You told me that you had a cat, but then you had to give it away or anything? Maybe I remember wrong. Maybe I remember wrong. Okay, let me play a story. A story from my own channel. I'm basically gonna review my own videos. Not videos, audios. Audios! You idiot. It's mailed in the house, and the house is a rental. So, okay, I understand. I understand. But you weren't attached or anything, right? Because you didn't keep it for a while. Three votes. Oh, hello, Tanvir. What's up, my brother? It's been a while. I was streaming yesterday too, but you weren't here. Maybe you were busy. But thank you for joining. Thank you, every single one of you, for joining. I'm gonna listen to a story from my own channel, you know, today, just to revisit, just to understand things, because old videos are kind of dead. They're not reaching anyone. Small creator issue. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's listen to this one. Tell me if the audio is loud or not, okay? When you think of haunted dolls, it's likely the creepy old Victorian-looking porcelain kind that springs to mind. None of which you probably have laying around. Still, don't get too comfy around any kids' toys. Not a lot, and it's somewhat. Disney's Frozen Elsa doll. Yeah, I understand that. 2013 I understand. Houston area made headline. Brother, how long has it been since you came? The doll recited phrases from the movie Frozen. Around 20 minutes? 17 minutes exactly. 17 minutes. Emily said, for 2 years it did that in English. In 2015 it started doing it, alternating between Spanish and English. There wasn't a button that changed the language, and it was just random. The family has owned the doll for more than 6 years and never changed its batteries. The mother says, thank you very much. Oh, you got notified. By the way, small kid, Anton Vir, can you confirm if you can understand the story? Decided to throw the creepy doll out in December of 2019. Weeks later, they found it inside a bench in their living room. The kids said they didn't put it there, and it's obvious because they wouldn't have dug through the garbage outside. At that point, Elsa would sing "Let It Go" in Spanish. But is it clear enough, or should I, like, do I need to bump up the volume or anything? Which was taken out on the garage day. They went on. Tell me if I need to adjust it. But when they returned, Elsa was right there in the backyard. I'm gonna restart it, by the way. This time, the family mailed Elsa to a family friend. Do I need to adjust the volume? Who taped the haunted doll to the front bumper of his truck. Do I need to adjust the volume? Do tell me that. And it doesn't seem to have made its way back to Houston yet. The Willis Kayaks murder house. Kinda raise the volume, that would be better for non-headphones. Okay. Ghost hunters. Thank you very much. The site of a gruesome unsolved 1912 murder in which 6 children and 2 adults had their skulls completely crushed by the axle fan. Is it fine now? 6 children and 2 adults had their skulls completely crushed by the axle of an unknown killer. Was purchased in 1994. Okay. So I'm gonna restart it. You know, there is a wrestler called Kit Wilson. $428 and your name, like your made-up name, sounds like him. It's kind of cool. And his ad, like, you're probably gonna like that wrestler for some reason. You will know why. Okay, so I'm gonna restart the story. Here we go. You think of haunted dolls, it's likely the creepy old Victorian-looking porcelain kind that springs to mind. None of which you probably have laying around. Still, don't get too comfy around any kid's toys too soon. A Disney's Frozen Elsa doll that was gifted for Christmas 2013 in the Houston area made headline when it seemingly became haunted. The doll recited phrases from the movie Frozen and sang "Let It Go" when a button on its necklace was pressed. Mother Emily said, for 2 years it did that in English. In 2015 it started doing it, alternating between Spanish and English. There wasn't a button that changed the language. 7 likes already. Just random. The family has owned the doll for more than 6 years and never changed its batteries. The mother says the doll would randomly begin to speak and sing even when it's switched off. The family decided to throw the creepy doll out in December of 2019. Weeks later, they found it inside a bench in their living room. The kids said they didn't put it there. Thank you very much. Because they wouldn't have dug through the garbage outside. At that point, Elsa would sing Let It Go in Spanish randomly, never in English. The family then double-bagged Elsa and placed it at the bottom of their garbage, which was taken out on the garage day. They went on a trip shortly after, but when they returned, Elsa was right there in the backyard of their home. This time, the family mailed Elsa to a family friend in Minnesota, who taped the haunted dog to the front bumper of his truck. And it doesn't seem to have made its way back to Houston yet. The Villisca ex-murder house in Villisca, Iowa is a well-known tourist attraction for ghost hunters and horror lovers alike. The site of a gruesome unsolved 1912 murder in which 6 children and 2 adults had their skulls completely crushed by the axe of a fan, in which 6 children and 2 adults had their skulls completely crushed by the axe of an unknown killer, was purchased in 1994, restored to its 1912 condition and converted into a tourist destination. It cost $428 a night to stay at the old haunted home, where visitors always report strange paranormal experiences, such as visions of a man with an axe roaming the halls, or the faint screams of the children. I pray for you guys too. In 1973, a man in Enfield told reporters that he saw a weird little creature lurking in his yard. It had 3 legs on it, a short body, 2 little short arms, and 2 pink eyes as big as flashlights. The police later found scratches on the door screen and footprints that looked like a dog's, but with 6 toes. The man said, if they do find it, they will find more than one, and they won't be from this planet, I can tell you that. To this day, no explanation has ever been found. This story is from Becca, and I quote, my family home used to be a funeral home. It's over 100 years old, and I'm pretty certain it's haunted. I used to have sleep paralysis sometimes. When I would come home on breaks from college, where I would wake up unable to move but could see a pale figure of a girl with a dark headband standing next to my bed. She was always facing the window, so I never saw her face. But man, it was terrifying. My dog would sleep in my bed and wake up in the middle of the night to bark at the dark corner in my room, and stuff like that. After I had sleep paralysis, I spent the rest of that Christmas break sleeping in my mom's bed with her. So you finished the entire video. Thank you very, very much. And if you're into these things, of course, then you can browse my channel and pick whatever you want to watch. There are so many videos like these. And I'll see you next time. Oh, wait. Watch this video. Okay. Sometimes I feel proud of my old videos. Sometimes I feel cringe. Most of the times when I publish a video, I do feel proud. But after a while, I feel so cringed, like I feel embarrassed kind of sometimes. But this one was not that bad. I wasn't proud or anything, but it was good. But most of the times, after, let's say today I'm even this stream, for example, if I watch this stream as a post video after a few months, I'm gonna be very, very embarrassed. I'll feel cringy for no reason, even though it's nothing wrong, I'm not doing anything stupid, but I will feel it. It just happens, I don't know why. Proud, and then embarrassed. That's very stupid, I know. Makes no sense. So time for another story. Let's hear it. Let's hear another story. Whoever you are, just joined. Please don't leave. Give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Do not leave. Just give me a chance. Uh, Brother, you can act very beautifully. Sometimes you can make some horror videos like horror. Yeah, I think I do have the potential, but I really don't want to talk about it. It's gonna feel like I'm so overconfident. I'm cocky. Welcome, Eleanor. So today we're listening. Yeah, okay, my audio is loud and clear. But today we're listening to my story videos, my old videos that like dead videos basically. So I'm kind of looking back. So I'm gonna listen to one 5 votes. I think I should end the poll. So I'm gonna listen to another story. Do tell me if I need to adjust the volume. We're gonna review together, okay? We will review together. Actually, let me just play the story again, this one, because I think I got like I paused it every now and then, so it kind of ruined the momentum. So I'm gonna play that one again. When you think of haunted dolls, it's likely the creepy old Victorian-looking porcelain kind that springs to mind. None of which you probably have laying around. Still, don't get too comfy around any kid's toys too soon. A Disney's Frozen Elsa doll that was gifted for Christmas 2013 in the Houston area made headline when it seemingly became haunted. The doll recited phrases from the movie Frozen and sang Let It Go when a button on its necklace was pressed. Mother Emily said, for 2 years it did that in English. In 2015 it started doing it, alternating between Spanish and English. There wasn't a button that changed the language, and it was just random. The family has owned the doll for more than 6 years and never changed its batteries. The mother says the doll would randomly begin to speak and sing even with it switched off. The family decided to throw the creepy doll out in December of 2019. Weeks later, they found it inside a bench in their living room. The kids said they didn't put it there, and it's obvious because they wouldn't have dug through the garbage outside. At that point, Elsa would sing Let It Go in Spanish randomly, never in English. The family then double-bagged Elsa and placed it at the bottom of their garbage, which was taken out on the garage day. They went on a trip shortly after, but when they returned, Elsa was right there in the backyard of their home. This time, the family mailed Elsa to a family friend in Minnesota, who taped the haunted doll to the front bumper of his truck. And it doesn't seem to have made its way back to Houston yet. The Villisca Murder House in Villisca, Iowa is a well-known tourist attraction for ghost hunters and horror lovers alike. The site of a gruesome unsolved 1912 murder in which 6 children and 2 adults had their skulls completely crushed by the axe of a fan, in which 6 children and 2 adults had their skulls completely crushed by the axe of an unknown killer, was purchased in 1994, restored to its 1912 condition and converted into a tourist destination. It cost $428 a night to stay at the old haunted home, where visitors always report strange paranormal experiences, such as visions of a man with an axe roaming the halls, or the faint screams of the children. I'm reviewing my own stories. A lot of people are gonna think I'm actually listening to somebody else. No, people who know my voice, they can understand, but I mean random strangers. 1973, a man in Enfield told reporters that he saw a weird little creature lurking in his yard. It had 3 legs on it, a short body, 2 little short arms, and 2 pink eyes as big as flashlights. The police later found scratches on the door screen and footprints that looked like a dog's, but with 6 toes. The man said, if they do find it, they will find more than one, and they won't be from this planet. I can tell you that. To this day, no explanation has ever been found. Yeah, I know. I know. It's a sad situation. The story is from Becca. And I quote, my family home used to be a funeral home. It's over 100 years old, and I'm pretty certain it's haunted. I used to have sleep paralysis sometimes. When I would come home on breaks from college, where I would wake up unable to move but could see a pale figure of a girl with a dark headband standing next to my bed. She was always facing the window, so I never saw her face. But man, it was terrifying. My dog would sleep in my bed and wake up in the middle of the night to bark at the dark corner in my room, and stuff like that. After I had sleep paralysis, I spent the rest of that Christmas break sleeping in my mom's bed with her. So you finished the entire video. Thank you very, very much. And if you're into these things, of course, then you can browse my channel and pick whatever you want to watch. There are so many videos like this. And I'll see you next time. Oh wait, watch this video. Okay, so far it was good. As I was saying, usually when I look back to my old videos, I feel... I don't know how to describe it. Not exactly embarrassed, but I don't feel that proud, you know? Usually when I upload a new video, I feel very proud, and then eventually it goes away. And if I look back after a few months, I feel kinda cringy. I don't know if it makes any sense. For example, this stream. I will upload this stream as a video, right? And after a few months, if I watch this, I'm not gonna feel very good about it. And it makes no sense. I should be proud, always, right? Yes, we hate war because we never bring... yeah, exactly, say no to war. I just don't understand. Why do we have to solve everything using this concept? War. Why do we have to fight to win, to prove a point, to win anything? I might sound a little bit stupid, maybe naive, but I always wondered this, that what if, when two countries are fighting, they settle this through a sport? Football, baseball, basketball, even wrestling or MMA, boxing, something like that. How about we settle things up like that? My country versus your country in a tournament. If I win, then I get this, or you get the idea. Instead of killing innocent people, why not this? A tournament. I know I sound so childish and naive. Some people, you know, those toxic masculinity, like those basically like aggressive people. I think I should say toxic men. They basically have toxic masculinity all over their veins, you know. They will laugh at this. When I talk very fast, I mumble words. Sorry about that. They will never gonna agree with this. They will find it stupid. Oh, so you wanna settle things up through sports? Tournaments? Grow up, kid. We are men. We are men, we fight. Men, real men fight. You know? They actually enjoy the war. But remember, they go to war over territory always, or almost always. Yeah, I get that, but why do we have to kill innocent for the territory, or whatever the reason? Without killing. How about without killing, solve things up? Why? This is the only way. Because normal people don't want war, of course, as the leaders. Okay, time for the next story. I think small kid boy left or went to eat. Kid, are you still here, brother? I think you're not here, but it is time for another story. Are we ready? Yes, we are. This story is from Reddit user Zerbo, and I quote, "The ambulance company that I used to work for had a haunted ambulance, Rig 12. A lot of EMTs had stories about it, but I never put much stock in paranormal stuff, that is, until I had my own experience with Rig 12. My partner and I were working in a rural community at 3 a.m., and it was pitch dark and completely quiet. We were both dozing. I was on the driver's seat, and she was in the passenger seat. I woke up to a muffled voice, but I thought my partner was talking. I told her I was trying to sleep and closed my eyes. I distinctly heard a male voice say, "Oh my God, am I dying?" followed by a few seconds of heavy breathing. My partner and I sat up straight and looked back into the patient compartment where it sounded like the voice had come from. Things were quiet for a couple of seconds. Then we heard the click of an oxygen bottle regulator and a hiss, as if it was leaking. I turned on the light, and we went out of the rig. I thought someone might have climbed in while we were asleep, so we opened the rear doors. No one was there. I checked the oxygen bottle. Neither was opened. We didn't sleep much after that. This real-life ghost story concerns a man named Frederick Jordan, who held one of the most lowly jobs in existence. Jordan was the lighthouse keeper for Penfield Reef Lighthouse off the coast of Fairfield, Connecticut. Built in 1874, the lighthouse was primarily a way of warning ships of a treacherous, hidden reef responsible for more than its fair share of harbor accidents. In 1916, Frederick Jordan was the head lighthouse keeper. Tragically, he drowned in a boating accident just before Christmas of the year, when he was caught in a gale while rowing home to see his family. Ever since then, lighting and equipment malfunctions in the lighthouse have been blamed on Jordan's spiritual presence. But even more chilling is that keepers of the Penfield Reef Lighthouse often find the lighthouse logbook open to the day Jordan died, and locals have recounted witnessing a ghostly figure appearing on the water to help stray boats find their way to safety near the reef. One thing that many ghost stories have in common is that they offer a sense of justice in return for a wrongful death. This particular ghost story, however, offers a somewhat different take. It's about wrongful treatment in death and revenge in the afterlife. On October 13, 1877, Robert Schmale, I don't know if I said that name correctly, but whatever. Robert Schmale was hanged after a trial that found him guilty of a terrifying murder spree. The townspeople were filled with so much anger and hatred that they left his body hanging for days. The tale says not one of the townspeople demonstrated even a shred of mercy, let alone forgiveness. Since then, Schmale has been said to haunt the town. Those who have seen him say he appears as a ghostly male figure. But as soon as the figure registers in your mind, it disappears into the darkness. That seems like the perfect ending to the best of ghost stories. Okay, if you want me to tell your stories, then make sure to comment down below and I'll tell you what to do next. And I'll be very happy to share your story using my voice. And I'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, what's this video? Okay, this wasn't bad. So, one thing I decided that I'm not gonna stream for 3 to 4 hours as usual. Like, this is my average, 3 hours. I analyzed that after an hour, YouTube stops my reach. And YouTube literally, as I told you, YouTube literally told us that for small creators, we are limiting the reach. That's so sad that they said that. So maybe after 1 or 1.5 hour max, I will end the stream because as a small creator, you can't do a lot. You have limitations. Because I've been streaming for a while already. I have so many streams. I don't even know how many, maybe 30 or 20, and all of them were like 3 hours, and every single time I I noticed this pattern, you know? Now, you can argue maybe the stream was getting boring, that's why. No, why the hell around the same time the reach drops? Why? Because if my stream is bad, sometimes it's gonna drop when it's like 10 minutes, sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours, you know? No, around the same similar time. So I already noticed the pattern, and since YouTube already told us a little bit, it makes sense. But I don't know. I don't know what's the threshold for this. If he was not... Okay, so he wasn't your own uncle. My uncle, however, he is my own uncle, my brother's... Sorry, my dad's brother, own blood. And I wasn't really that close to him, but when I saw him suffering, that made me cry. I've never seen anyone like this, not even in movies. Every single time I remember about him, I feel very weird. I lost my grandma, my mom's mom, my dad's mom, my grandpa, and I was definitely sad, but I never saw anyone suffering like my uncle. He was basically in living hell. He was like a zombie with pain. Like, it was horrifying. It was horrifying. I hope we all die peacefully. Of course, we will die today or tomorrow. I'm not saying I hope we never die. We don't want to be immortal, I get that. But we die, maybe when we were asleep, or maybe unconscious, you know, like without suffering. I hope that happens to everyone, not just me. Everyone. Everyone. This is life. We live, we die. We say hi, we say bye. Okay, time. I want to know one thing, brother. Don't remind me how your mom does. Hold on a second. What do you mean? Yeah, my mom is good. She's with me. My parents are alive. And they're okay, don't worry. Why would she miss me? She is literally in the same building, in the same country. We're together. It's not like I'm very far away. Yeah, when I'll move away, well, yeah, then this question would make sense. It's horrible to witnessing it, as well as going through it. Yeah, exactly, and I literally lift, like, you know, he's a heavy dude. I had to lift him up. Not just me, of course, a lot of people were helping. And he wasn't even, like, he was basically a dead body. He was unable to walk, unable to sleep, unable to eat. Like, it felt like I was handling a dummy, you know, heavy dummy. I was handling it. I don't want to die like this. I'd rather die young than this way. Because it's like you're dying every single hour. It's better to die properly at once instead of dying every single hour. I'm not even gonna say every single day. Every single hour he was dying. Every single hour. If somebody who's not even close can cry to see that, imagine what's gonna happen if you're close to him. I'm glad that my grandma, his mother, was not anymore. She wasn't like around him. If she saw this, she would die before him. She would die before him. Let's listen to another one. No, it's okay. I don't think I even shared about this. So, when you don't know anything and you assume something, it's very understandable. It doesn't offend or it doesn't, like, it's okay. But when you know about it, when I repeat it every single time when we talked, and then you made the same mistake, then it can feel like, were you even listening? So your mistake isn't really a mistake. I never even talked about it such a way. So of course, I'm not that idiot. Okay. Time for another story. Different time, different audio, you know? Different time I use different kind of mic, different settings.
Watching everyone play. She isn't liked by anyone.
Hold on a second. These stories gonna be very quick, very fast paced, you know? It's because these stories were made for shorts and around, like back then, like you 1 minute was the limitation. Now it's 3 minutes, so I was like reading a long story quickly. So that's why the story gonna sound too fast paced, so it doesn't sound very good. Okay. Are you guys still here, by the way? I suddenly see 0. I don't know why. Okay, so you guys are here. I don't know why I see the view count very low. Not view count, audience, because views are always like adding up. Uh, so far I got... So far... Let me just show you. So far, this stream got 144 views. 144. 144. So, not bad. Not bad. So, this one. These stories gonna be very, very fast paced because back then I was reading long stories quickly, so it's gonna sound like as if I'm reading a report or anything. So here we go.
May is watching everyone play. She isn't liked by anyone in her class. Still, May requested if she can play with them. A girl named Misha said, "Mommy told us to not play with you." May still begged and said, "Your mom won't find out." Misha pushed her and May fell on the ground. She grabbed a plastic bag of chalk powder and threw at her face hard. All the girls started to laugh. May is crying now. She kept crying for hours. A broke lady saw her. She asked her what happened. May told her everything. The broke lady said, "It's 'cause you're different." May asked, "So if I become like them, they will accept me?" Next day, Misha was laying on the ground. Her friend saw her. She came close to her and saw. Her whole body has no skin. Exposed bloody flesh, all red. And May was sitting on a swing. Her face, her hands, everything was covered with that good skin. May said, "Can I play now?"
Too loud.
"I don't know if I feel scared or sad." Sean is tired of his new private tutor. Every day she is scolding him. One day Sean started to cry. The teacher felt bad and said sorry. Next day Sean's teacher got him some chocolates. Sean received 2 chocolates. His teacher went to the bathroom. Sean was just holding the chocolates. His teacher came out of the bathroom and asked, "You didn't eat yet?" Sean said, "I want you to have one with me." Teacher said, "I can't have this, it has peanuts and I'm allergic to it." "But thanks, I'll remove the peanuts and eat it later." Now Sean's teacher is about to leave. Before leaving, she is talking to Sean's mom. After 2 hours, Sean's mom was found dead. Someone poisoned her, and Sean's teacher was arrested for poisoning her. This is so confusing. As always, of course. So listen to it again, maybe? Yes, I will. It's midnight. Nick was playing video games on his room. He's tired. He wants to sleep now. Before going to bed, he wanted to go to the bathroom. But someone just entered the bathroom. It was his wife. She entered the bathroom and closed the door very gently, slow. He was waiting. He waited like 10 minutes, then knocked the door. No answer. Then suddenly he remembered. His wife is at her mother's house. I don't know why I thought this was coming. Are you telling me my stories are predictable? No way. It was sounding kind of mainstream, to be honest. Her husband was about to crush her head with a rock. She immediately said a prayer. God, please give me a chance to save the one he gonna marry next. A year later, a girl named Rin was crying under a tree. Rin looked at the tree and saw a big woman-like face. The tree said, "Don't marry that man. I was killed by that man because I told him I had a dream where I saw I'll be a mother of a girl. He buried me here and I grew up as a tree to give you this message." 5 years later, she's a mother of a boy. Her son was playing around. Suddenly she heard a scream from her bedroom. She entered the bedroom and saw her husband's head on the ground, body on the bed, and her son holding a scythe. The boy's face was all bloody, and he said, "My mother warned you to not marry this man, but you didn't listen to her. Oh Lord."
I get cringed.
A neighbor is knocking at his door angry. Eddie asked what happened. Neighbor said, "Your kid annoys us by doing all sorts of annoying stuff. Fine, but today she crossed the line." Eddie said, "Wait, what? My kid?" Neighbor said, "Okay, maybe not your kid. I don't know what your relation is with her, but point is, she always annoys us. I never complained, but today she killed my cat, and the scenario was so disgusting, I can't even describe. Please discipline your kid, mister." Eddie said, "What are you talking about? I don't have any kids." Neighbor said,
These stories
"I
are
don't
all
care
written
if
by
she's
me,
your
by the
kid,
way.
your niece, or your sister. Point is, you should control her." Eddie said, "I live alone here. Maybe it's somebody else's kid." Neighbor said, "I literally see her entering this house every single day. I'm not scared, but it still feels weird."
I'm kind of proud of them. Even though they were a little confusing. Not exactly if you pay attention. So these are all my own stories. I wrote them. Time for another one. Time for another one. I see a drop suddenly. And notice what I said. Always around an hour, this happens. Exactly. 54 minutes. Actually, I thought more than 54 minutes. But it's fine. It is fine. It is fine. I see 3 now. 3. Welcome. Somebody voted no. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being honest. I appreciate it. Obviously. Do you guys have anything to share, by the way? 9 likes. 9 likes. Now I see 3. was the third person. Let me comment from another channel. Just playing around. Let me find another one. Let me find another story for you, guys. Another. Now it dropped. It dropped. It dropped way too quickly. Actually, I made a mistake in writing, bro. I want to say that your mother doesn't miss you, bro, because I'm saying this because something my family do. Yeah, I understand. Don't worry, you don't have to clarify. I understood. I wasn't really upset or anything. I understand. Let me cross my legs in a relaxing way. I don't mind. Don't worry. Sometimes when you... I don't mind. Shut up. Shut up. Not you, by the way. I just said shut up to myself. Because I am monitoring my own stream. I have to. I have to. Thank you very much for the likes. I got 9 likes. 9! How do you say 9 in Spanish? Do you guys usually watch long streams? 3 hours, 4 hours? Maybe no. I was scared to hear you. Yeah, same. I was too. So I'm almost reaching that. Oh, so I'm almost reaching an hour limit, and now you will see. I'm not gonna reach like a couple of people at once. It won't happen. It won't happen. Ten likes. Somebody just joined, and I know maybe it's Tanvir with his alternate account or fake account, whatever you want to call it, extra account. Yeah, I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Thank you very much. You didn't have to do that. You always do that. And that's amazing. That shows support. That since you have an extra account, you liked it with it. You just used it. You see 11 likes. 11. I see 10. As always, I see one less. So I have to add one up always. Whatever I see, I have to add one up. Time for another story. I decided to you know, YouTube has auto dub. I think you guys know this. Not everybody, because it's a new feature, not everyone knows about it. But this new feature is actually pretty good. Obviously, it doesn't need to be accurate. It's a new thing. We have to give this at least a year or maybe 2 years to be decent. So the dub voice is usually AI. Obviously, it's not mine. Like I'm talking English. Like my whole channel is English, right? But you will have an option where you can pick Spanish, French, Hindi, what else? Filipino, Indonesian. I don't know if Arabic is available. You get the idea. Thank you very much, AI Music Lab. So now I have 12 likes. So basically, you got all the major languages, and you can pick, and then my voice will sound like that specific language automatically thanks to AI. Italian, right? Italian. What else? Let me just check. I'm gonna play a story using that auto dub feature, okay? Not a story, just a normal video. Whatever I get.
Money,
Okay,
fame,
for example, this video.
family, friends. Nothing really matters if you don't have your own body.
Tanvir, yeah.
Your best friend is your body. Now, it might sound way too obvious, but sometimes people suffer because they ignore something too obvious. They get very, very cocky, they get overconfident. In the end of the day, you're alone, and your body is the only friend you're gonna have. Maybe you're lucky you have a wonderful family and friends who are gonna support you, but trust me, not everybody gonna support you, not everybody will be with you forever. If you get lucky enough, good for you, but trust me, it's very rare. You're alone in the end. So take care of your health. Earning money, getting fame, having fun. Nothing really matters if your body is not with you. I've seen people suffering because they neglected obvious things. They never cared. You have to have one big purpose in life, and that is to protect your body. It's nothing selfish. It's just you being smart. I'm not telling you that you should never prioritize anybody or anything. What I'm saying is prioritizing your own health should be number one. Because if you can't stand, only then you can grab somebody and lift them, you know? And of course, don't do drugs.
Now, this video I basically dedicated to the... I really don't want to get too much information, but after I lose my... Should I? Okay, whatever. So my uncle's situation, basically. He was unhealthy, as you know. So after losing him, I was emotional, and I made this universally. A universal message. Just stay safe, stay healthy, you know? It's not like I'm saying all of you are doing drugs or anything. The last part was just a strong message. Okay. Maybe not. Do tell me, why do you think that? Obviously, I'm not a white person. Maybe I'm an Arab. Maybe I'm Indian. Maybe I am Malaysian. Not Malaysian. Malaysian got, like, they usually have smaller eyes. Maybe I'm a Latino. Mexican. Maybe I'm Cuban. Anything is possible. Maybe I'm mixed. But why do you care? Okay, so I'm gonna use a different language now, okay? The exact video. Hold on a second. How come this doesn't have any auto dub? I thought, okay, I got it. No, it doesn't have it. But okay, so you want to hear this one again? Okay.
Money, fame, family, friends. Nothing really matters if you don't have your own body. Your best friend is your body. Now, that might sound way too obvious, but sometimes people suffer because they ignore something too obvious. They get very, very cocky, they get overconfident. In the end of the day, you're alone, and your body is the only friend you're gonna have. Maybe you're lucky you have a wonderful family and friends who are gonna support you. But trust me, not everybody gonna support you, not everybody will be with you forever. If you get lucky enough, good for you, but trust me, it's very rare. You're alone in the end. So take care of your health. Earning money, getting fame, having fun. Nothing really matters if your body is not with you. I've seen people suffering because they neglected obvious things. They never cared. You have to have one big purpose in life, and that is to protect your body. It's nothing selfish. It's just you being smart. I'm not telling you that you should never prioritize anybody or anything. What I'm saying is prioritizing your own health should be number one. Because if you can't stand, only then you can grab somebody and lift
It's the
them,
same
you
person.
know? And of course, don't do drugs. Money, fame,
Okay, enough.
family, friends.
I'm gonna pause it because this doesn't have the auto dubbing. I was just trying to show you whatever. No, I'm not unemployed. I do voiceover. I do a lot of things. And of course, I'm making money through. Not a big creator, of course. I'm not gonna ban you because it's very entertaining to have some haters. By the way, I don't understand this question. Why do you even care? Like, like if I'm working or not? Why this question? You're literally asking the same question a bully asked once. Literally. Like, why? Who cares? And why did you assume it automatically? Remember, most YouTubers are not working because YouTube is their work. You idiot. Stupid as fuck, man. Should I keep this monkey or ban him? Okay, bye. I don't understand this irrelevant question. Literally, this idiot was asking if I work or not. Motherfucker, YouTube is my work. What do you think? I'm just hanging around? Obviously, it's my work. Just because it's not a big, yeah, it's not a big channel. This is true, but this is my work. Literally quit. Why am I giving too much information? I think it's the same guy or from the group because I did reveal it. I did reveal it once, and since that very moment, this question was arriving. Not like random. It was actually my mistake that I revealed it. Once I was just telling. Nobody asked me. I was just telling that for YouTube I never went back to my old job. For YouTube I sacrificed this that, and since that very moment this question arrived from some Bengalis. Anyways, I was trying to show you guys the auto dubbing system. Okay, first let's hear it.
Be silly, be stupid. Be childish. You don't have to kill that inner child. Just don't cage yourself. Don't cage yourself just to fit in, just to
Thank
feel
you.
accepted. You have to accept yourself first. Be a villain who's actually right than a hero who's wrong. You know? Don't wear a mask to look pretty. Be loved for your actual face. And that's it. Be silly. Be stupid. Be childish. You don't have to kill that.
Shut up, shut up. Now it's time for the auto dub.
Be childish. Inner child. Just don't cage yourself.
This is the French voice.
Ne vous enfermez pas juste pour vous intégrer, juste pour vous sentir accepté. Vous devez d'abord vous accepter vous-même. Soyez un méchant qui a raison, puis un héros qui a tort. Vous savez, ne portez pas de masque pour être joli. Oh yes, soyez aimé pour votre vrai visage. Soyez bête, soyez stupide. Soyez puis.
Now let's test Spanish.
Sé tonto, sé estúpido, sé infantil. No tienes que matar a ese niño interior. Simplemente no te enjaules. No te enjaules solo para encajar, solo para sentirte aceptado. Primero tienes que aceptarte a ti mismo. Sé un villano que tiene razón y luego un héroe que está equivocado. Ya sabes, no uses una máscara para verte bonita. Sé amada por tu rostro real.
Obviously I can, but these are not mine.
Sé tonto.
All these dubbing voices, they're AI. I didn't do that. The English is only my voice, you know? These are YouTube, like YouTube's new feature. Eventually every single creator gonna get this, you know? It's getting better. And it will get... Yeah, it's... Okay, let's test... like, I don't have Bengali here. I have Hindi, however. Let's try Hindi.
मूर्ख बनो, बेवकूफ बनो, बचकाना बनो, तुम्हें अपने अंदर के बच्चे को मारने की जरूरत नहीं। बस खुद को पिंजरे में मत बंद करो। बस दूसरों के साथ घुलने मिलने के लिए, बस स्वीकार किए जाने के लिए खुद को पिंजरे में मत बंद करो। तुम्हें पहले खुद को स्वीकार करना होगा। एक विलन बनो जो वास्तव में सही है, फिर एक हीरो बनो
The
जो
tone is wrong, you know? The tone is wrong.
जानते हो, सुंदर दिखने के लिए मुखौटा मत पहनो, अपने असली चेहरे के लिए प्यार पाओ। मूर्ख बनो, बेवकूफ बनो।
Let's try another one.
Have patience with yourself.
That's not mine.
मूर्ख बनो, बेवकूफ बनो। बच
Okay, let's try this one.
Mummy,
No, not this.
fame.
Not this one. Let's try this one.
ये बहुत आसान है कि नफरत करने वाला कहे कि वो दूसरों को प्रभावित कर रहा है। अच्छा, क्या वो आपको प्रभावित कर रहा है? क्या आप ठीक हैं? क्या आपको भरोसा है कि आप मूर्खता से प्रभावित नहीं होंगे? तो स्वाइप कर दीजिए। आपको इसकी परवाह क्यों है? मूर्ख लोग हैं और आप जैसे लोग भी हैं। आपको इसकी परवाह क्यों है? जरूर, बहुत सारे मैसेज ऐसे जैसे कि कोई समाज को प्रभावित करने की कोशिश कर रहा है।
Let's try the English first, and then we're gonna test other languages. So this is the original.
It's so easy that hater gonna say he's influencing others. Well, is he influencing you? Are you okay? Are you confident? Like you won't get influenced by stupidity? Then swipe away. Why do you care? Silly people exist. And people like you also exist. Why do you care? Sure, a lot of messages, like if somebody's trying to influence the society, saying wrong things, that's a different thing. But a lot of people are not even trying to influence. They're just acting however they feel like. If you like, you watch. If you don't, swipe away. It's so.
Now let's try Spanish. Okay? See that? I'm gonna pick Spanish.
Es muy fácil que un hater diga que está influenciando a los demás, pero ¿te está influenciando a ti? ¿Estás bien? ¿Confías en que no te dejarás influenciar por estupideces? Entonces desliza para alejar. ¿O por qué te importa? La gente tonta existe. Y también existe gente como tú. ¿Por qué te importa? Claro, muchos mensajes dicen que si alguien está tratando de influir en la sociedad diciendo cosas equivocadas, eso es otra cosa. Pero muchas personas ni siquiera están tratando de influir. Simplemente actúan como les da la gana. Si quieres, mira. Si no, desliza. Es muy fácil que un hater diga que está influenciando a los demás. ये बहुत आसान है कि नफरत करने वाला कहे कि वो दूसरों को प्रभावित कर रहा है। अच्छा, क्या वो आपको प्रभावित कर रहा है? क्या आप ठीक हैं? क्या आपको भरोसा है कि आप मूर्खता?
You get the idea. So it's a pretty good feature in my opinion. It's not perfect, but it's somehow doing the job, you know? You're understanding what it's trying to say, so it's still fine. It's better than nothing, and I don't even have to pay anyone to dub my voice. It's free. It's kind of funny, I know, but I'm happy. I'm happy. AI is good, but it's just wrong when you abuse it. And it's not abuse because I'm still speaking, I'm still using my own voice. The dubbing, however, I'm not hiring any dubbing artist. The AI is my dubbing artist. So I'm really thankful for this feature. I also just tried the auto dub feature. You did. It's not it'll have flaws, you know, it'll have a lot of flaws. So you have to wait. I feel lucky that it's somehow delivering whatever I'm trying to say. I don't know the other languages because of course I can't speak every single languages. Like Eleanor, she's confirming the Spanish, but let's say French, I understand the basic French, not like there were many mistakes and nothing like there. Yeah, obviously. So we have to wait maybe 1 or 2 years because AI is growing very, very quickly. You know, like 2 years ago, the AI artworks, they were very stupid, and now it's like almost real. So obviously after 2 more years, you're gonna find the AI voice way more crisp and emotional. AI voice I support only when it's like auto dubbing and stuff, but when you're not using your own voice and making videos out of AI, I don't support that. That's lazy. That's lazy. In fact, whenever I'm watching videos or shorts, if I hear an AI voice talking about it, I immediately swipe away. I don't appreciate it. You know those robotic AI voice? I mean, maybe you don't want to talk, but you're literally using AI voice. You're purchased. Like I don't know if they're free, but you actually purchased those, right? You paid. So maybe invest on a voiceover artist. I do voiceover work, by the way. A lot of people hire me. A lot of people pay me to use my voice. I enjoy doing that. But I'm just waiting for something big, like not a. Let me tell you how is it now for me. I give my voice to short ads, those apps and stuff. Some YouTubers, some TikTokers. I give them my voice, and they pay me for for the whole video. And that's fine. That's totally fine. But I wish I was working for a big company or anything, like a permanent job kind. Now it's like gigs. Sometimes I earn too much. Sometimes I earn little. Sometimes I don't even earn. It has no guarantee. But it really depends. And like a few weeks ago, I did a huge project. It's from PUBG, and I was like surprised that my voice was used. I might share this on my channel someday. I was pretty proud of it, even though the payment was not that great. But I wasn't complaining. It was more about building my portfolio, building my legacy. Like I did give, like my voice was used in a PUBG commercial. It's a huge thing. It's a popular game after all. Okay, that's true. That artificial intelligence improving day by day, but yeah, exactly. It's I don't blame AI. I blame the people. I'm using AI all the time. I'm researching using AI. I'm asking it so many questions. Basically, I don't Google anymore as much. I like back then. Every single question I had, I used to Google or search on YouTube. I'm not Googling anymore as I used to back then. Now I'm just asking AI. It's nothing bad, it's nothing wrong. AI is basically researching for you quickly. It's saving your time. When you Google something, you got so many results and you have to click, you have to open sites, you have to be careful because some websites have viruses, stuff like that. And not every single sites are authentic. But AI is filtering all these out and collecting the valid information from their data center. And the datas are all like it's not made up. The datas are usually what's already up there, you know, like already proved. Like the AI usually will never gonna give you something a knowledge which isn't proved or anything. They will always pick the best one and then tell you. So it's saving a lot of time. I see 3 people now. I'm gonna unban that idiot. Okay. I'm thinking if I should end the stream now. Eleanor, are you still here? Oh, I see 4 people now. That's great. That's great. I'm such an idiot. I literally unbanned. Unbanned a hater. Just to feel entertained. Very evil of you. No, I'm not ending it. I'm just asking, should I end? Or should I wait? Should I end or wait? I don't know. "13 likes. 7 votes. 13 likes, 7 votes. I think I should. I should go today. Go now. Okay, I will stay for a while. I will. Let's listen to another one. Because why not? You're welcome. You're welcome. I woke up to hear knocking on glass. At first I thought it was the window until I heard it come from the bed. So today we're gonna read some very short creepypastas. It's been a while I wrote any stories, but I will. Okay, so let's just begin. But before I start, I would like to ask you a question. I noticed a lot of people, not a lot actually, very few stupid people, comment about their countries when the video is nothing about countries. Let's say a YouTuber is from the moon, and the person who's commenting is also from the moon. And he's commenting, "I'm from the moon too, I'm so proud to be a citizen of this me." Like, should I reply like, "Yeah, no it doesn't. It's not a good thing. That's a different story." Kill you. Of course I am. Just kidding. Okay, so let's continue. Yeah, I really messed it up. Nice. Okay, so let's begin. After working a hard day, I came home to see my girlfriend cradling our child. I didn't know which was more frightening, seeing my dead girlfriend and stillborn child, or knowing that someone broke into my apartment to place them there. You get home, tired after a long day's work and ready for a relaxing night alone. You reach for the light switch, but another hand is already there. The last thing I saw was my alarm clock flashing 12:07 before she pushed her long, rotting nails through my chest, her other hand muffling my screams. I sat bolt upright, relieved it was only a dream, but as I saw my alarm clock read 06,
heard my closet door crack. I was having a pleasant dream when what sounded like hammering woke me. After that, I could barely hear the muffled sound of dirt covering the coffin over my own screams. The longer I wore it, the more it grew on me. She had such pretty skin. That's messed up. My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her grave and ask her to stop, but it doesn't. I can't move, breathe, speak, or hear, and it's so dark all the time. If I knew it would be this lonely, I would have been limited instead. I always thought my cat had a staring problem. She always seemed fixated on my face, until one day when I realized that she was always looking just behind me. Don't be scared of the monsters. Just look for them. Look to your left. Look to your right. Under your bed. Behind your dresser. In your closet, but never look up. She hates being seen. And by the way, I have a fun idea. Like, often happens that you're traveling or you're walking with your friend, whatever. You saw something very creepy and you took a picture. Or you love to paint or whatever. If you have a picture like that, anything scary, creepy, a little bit dark, I would like to see that, and I'm gonna post that on my community tab. Or I'm gonna make a video. I don't know. And of course I'm gonna mention you, don't worry about that. But how are you gonna do that here? You can't share pictures here on YouTube. So follow me on Insta and maybe DM me that image or a clip or tag me, whatever. Then I'll talk about it on my channel. Check the pinned comment for my Instagram, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, that was too loud. I'm sorry. You can check those videos out if you want. They're always there. They're always there. The reason I wasn't talking because I was listening to a story, and I didn't want to interrupt, of course, and pause every now and then. That's it. Okay. If you have any stories you can share, definitely. You can share. What? Yeah, that was very creepy. Do you want to see what was that exactly? Let me just... Okay, I got a comment, but on a post. Yeah, it was too loud, probably. It was too loud. No, the comment, that's a good comment. Somebody just said something good, but it's been a while I got any comments from her. That's it. So I was just reading it. So I was replying. It feels good that they didn't forget. Only on my streams I get that specific bully. I don't know. Okay. I'm about to end the stream, by the way. Hopefully tomorrow I will listen to some more stories. But tomorrow I will try to play some of my audience's stories, you know? From my old videos. A lot of old videos. Not the recent ones. I have so many stories from their personal experience. They didn't write like it. None of those are made up. At least they say it that way, that they experienced spooky stuff. So I'm gonna read those. Their personal, their real experiences. Maybe they exaggerated. It's possible, but I'm not judging. You're gonna see tomorrow. Let me show you why you heard that scream. Wait, I'm just gonna show you. Please don't panic.
Then, I'll talk about it.
Don't panic, okay?
Check the pinned comment for my Instagram, and I'll see you next time.
Too loud, too loud, too loud.
Check the pinned comment for my Instagram, and I'll see you next time.
Now it won't feel very scary because I already revealed it. This got 100% likes. Okay. I see somebody now. I unbanned that guy because I have to ask something. And he's not here. Let's end the poll. So, yeah, it's scary. So I'm going to end the stream now. And I'll see you next time. Maybe tomorrow, I'm not promising though. No, I'm not gonna end. I will end when I see nobody. I see like 3. And 3 is enough. But I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see the top fans. Let's see the top fans first. Okay. Eleanor is number 1. Small Kid Boy number 2. Tanvir number 3. How come Tanvir is number 3 when he literally commented the most? It makes no sense. I apologize, brother. I don't know how this works. You were supposed to be at least number 2. Why number 3? Because, yeah, Small Kid Boy was here, but he wasn't really here. Like, he was probably here for like 20 minutes or something. So I don't understand. But it doesn't matter. All of you are number 1 to me anyway. Yeah. Adios. Take care, everyone. I'm about to end. I got 12 likes. 13. That's good.